What up, everyone? Crypto Marxist, aka Bone Army, coming at you. If you like the Shiba Inu ecosystem, which is Sheep, Leash, Bone, the Shiboshis, uh, Treat, what else? Fund, all that good stuff, you're in the right place, my bad people. It's early as hell. But either way, I'm a cover fund. I'm a cover bad. I'm a cover sheep. I'm a cover bone because bone's been mooning. So you guys, I did a poll yesterday. The poll was, do you want me to do bone content? Do you want me to do bad content? Do you want me to go live? And actually, bone content won the poll. Eventually, as people saw it, I guess some of the bad brigades started getting in. One person, so it was like two people for bone, one person for live, and one person for bad idea. And then eventually it turned into, I think it was more a bad idea. So I'm gonna make sure, and actually, because of that, I'm gonna go ahead and cover bad first. So if you don't already know about this project, it is an official partnership with the Shibarium ecosystem with Shiba Inu. And what it is, it's an experimental project in decentralization. So BAD stands for B is for blockchain, the A in BAD is for artificial intelligence or AI, and the D is for decentralized autonomous organization. So will AI, artificial intelligence, overtake humanity? Not if we have anything to say about it. Instead, they'll work for us. But that might be a bad idea. So if you guys aren't familiar with the project, I suggest go ahead and check out the website. The website is at badidea.ai, and they have a bunch of articles. They have an overview of what their objective is, what their first initiative is going to be. They have their white paper already out there to be analyzed, and that's the version one. So I guess we can already start asking when version two. In fact, that might have to be one of the videos I do because you guys know we're about that information. So let's go ahead and just check out the chart of where bad is because it definitely took a, a hit with this market. All right, it dipped down pretty sick, but now it's looking like it's at these levels where we kind of want to analyze an entry position depending on what the overall market is doing. All right, so total market cap sitting at 31.89 million. Actual market cap $20.20 million. Liquidity 1.52 million. Circulating supply at 526 trillion. The holders are actually steadily increasing. It dipped, but now it's increasing again because it got close to dipping below 13.6 thousand, and now it's 13.62. So it's only a matter of time before they reach 13,700 bad brigaders. All right. So total supply sits at 831 trillion, and the percent of circulating supply is sitting at 63.33%. All right. Right now, it's actually going up a little bit. I went ahead and did this right before the video. I have normally like golden triangles, entry points, and all that. I didn't get a chance to fully analyze what the trends are, but I quickly set about putting a couple of trends that I thought were important to analyze this. So, and already, actually, I did this on this red spike, and actually, it spiked below, and you can actually see it's most likely going to bounce off of this trend line that I placed right here. If it dips, so we have two trend lines essentially, all right, that I see. So we can also develop further ones, but right now is what I call like a pre-trend. We have a local trend, and then we have like a hard trend, which is going to be like the support resistance that have more than 3 touch points, for example, right? So this is just the local trend. So just to see where the direction is. So the importance of setting this up is it lets you know immediately. So you check where the trend is going. We know that the trend is going down. So here, let me just explain that so you guys can see it. All right. And this, I got to hit this quick because I do want to hit bone, and I do want to hit sheep, and I do want to hit cow. Make sure everyone gets a little bit of some, you know what I mean? All right, cool. So we can see that the overall trend is down. And in fact, we know that it was at way higher. The overall trend was actually much steeper at one point. Okay, so this is why I chose this particular section. Okay, because it's going down, but it's steadily going down. I called this initial dip. I called these next dips. Go ahead and check that video. But that's not why I'm making this video. Do you want an entry? This is not financial advice. Well, if you do, this is essentially what you got to look at. So if you look at the overall price right now, anything under 7 zeros 40, we're at 7 zeros 38. So we are at that point. This is the point I'm talking about right here. In fact, we could put just a little trend line right here so we can, or line, just so we can kind of see what I'm talking about. So you see, we're below this. And in fact, if we get even below this 30, what's this, 38 mark, it's another amazing entry point. Okay. Of course, not financial advice, just letting you guys know what I would be looking at if I was looking to enter this. Okay. So this would be a zone of entry based on this, any of accumulation. And this would be a definite, anything below this. Okay. Especially based on this. So you have, if this trends back down to, let me just, I know I said I wanted to do it quick, but it's, see, that's the thing. So that's part of the reason why I don't really do too many, why I don't do too many lives, because I go long. You know what I mean? I start like super analyzing stuff, and you know what I mean? But this is good for you guys to see though. You know what I mean? This is good for you guys to see. So here we have, it'll have to be this trend. Well, here, about here, right below that, it'd be a good entry. About, it would hit anything here. Bop to this right here. Bop. Okay, I would say this would be like a, what I like to call, and you guys know, a golden triangle. So if this was to dip down below this right here, back down to any point here, okay, it would be what I would consider a marvelous entry point, people. All right, cool. So going forward, so that is what bad idea is looking like. All right, current price 38.42, and 24 hours is down 13.94%. We know that over the past 7 days, it is down over 25%. Okay, consider this a 25% discount on Shibarium's artificial intelligence project. All right, think about that. All right, moving on to SHIB. What's SHIB looking like? SHIB market cap 4.30 billion, circulating supply 589 trillion, total market cap $7.30 billion, liquidity sitting at $4.89 million, the holders sitting at 1.34 million holders. That's a strong SHIB army, my people. Total supply, you guys already know, is 1 quadrillion. Circulating supply is 58.94% only. That is, think about that. For every dollar, for every 58 cents, for every 58.93 cents, for every 59 cents, it spikes up $1 in theory, theoretically, because that's basically what's in circulation, right? So I'm saying for every dollar you put in, it's going to go up more than $1, is my point. Okay. All right, cool. With that said, let's keep this moving, my people. Let's keep it moving. All right, cool. So that is SHIB. Let's go ahead. What's Bone looking like? And if you don't know what's going on with Bone, let me quickly tell you. Okay. So Bone is under a pump right now. Okay. You guys can see this clear trend. Okay. It went up almost 10%. It went up 10%. Okay. So actually more than that, because it was at 78 to 88. Yeah. So a little over 10%. But so I expect a little retrace, to be honest. I don't think it's going to continue going up. So because of that, I went ahead and just did this part. So I think this is where we're going to start trading in between. It's going to start trading sideways, most likely, because there's only so much that renouncement. And if you guys don't know why it was pumping because, well, here, I'll show you, because this is a live, so I have time. All right. It was pumping because of this. First of all, Cal, the bone minting and renouncing details. So on September 16, 2023, Cal detailed the process by which the final 20 million of the 250 million Bone was going to get minted, how the contract was going to then be placed in a default situation by which the sender would revert to or default to zero, and then a grace period between 1 to 14 days would initiate by which the contract would renounce. That is already in the past, okay? So this is what happened. Here, let's check it out. Excuse me, my people. Had to, with the throat real quick. All right, so Bone token minting and renouncing process. When Bone token was deployed, the system around it was built to protect the investors from anyone, including the admins, or any human intervention. It was additionally protected by adding a time lock contract, which was controlled by a decentralized multi-sig wallet. This adds to the complexity of minting the remaining Bone and renouncing the ownership of the Bone contract to another level. We also do not get many / any retries on mainnet, so there is no margin for error. Everything has to be tested thoroughly multiple times, so there are no losses. All right, cool. He said that. He told you what the Bone token owner was, the top owner, which was the time lock. Okay, so that was the one that needed to renounce the contract, really. They went ahead and explained that there was a 6 out of 9 threshold for the multi-sig wallet and the steps involved. One of the steps was actually to create a dummy token called Calcium. This token is being created only for specific purpose to mint and renounce Bone. Please do not trade this token, as it will not have any future value or need. If someone is selling this, please consider this as a scam. Okay, so that's important to know that during the 5th step, when we see this Calcium token, we know that they have reached the 5th step. And sure enough, we know that this token is actually out. Of course, in a degen environment, if you tell someone not to buy something, degens are most likely going to buy something. And apparently, they started adding liquidity to this token. And sure enough, I told you guys about it at 2 mil something, not to buy, just to put it on your radar. And sure enough, we can see that right now it is going up. The one thing is, I did a review and the community seems really good, but some of the leads or most important influencers seem to be throwing shade at Shytoshi, which personally I don't like, because you guys already know Shytoshi is leading this ship. So, all right, so we'll get back to Calcium, but so that's what they told us. They went ahead and told you they were going to create a new pool. They were going to create a new liquidity pool after the Calcium Ethereum pair. They were going to stake it, update. They were going to mint Bone. We know that the mint of Bone, step 11, to the desired value was completed. How do we know that? Well, we come over here to Bone token. Okay, and I'm trying to be quick, people, but I know it's a lot to cover. So go to Bone, you come to the Etherscan. Okay, once you're at Bone's etherscan.io, you can clearly see that the token Bone Shiba Swap, Bone, check over here where it says that the overview, right? And you can see that the max total supply has been officially minted. 249,999,401 Bone tokens. We're sitting right now at 91,868 holders, increasing a percent of 0.015 over 24 hours, with the price increasing 4.98%, practically 5% as well over this 24-hour period. It was at 78 cents a couple of days ago, started spiking up, went to 82, 84, 85. At one point was 92 cents, is dipping down now because people, of course, are going to take profits. But this definitely positions Bone in a situation where they can now get listed in some of the the most important centralized exchanges in the world. They are already listed on one of the biggest, which is crypto.com. So if you don't have a decentralized wallet or don't know how to use Uniswap, don't have the know-how, well, I would advise you go to, if this is not financial advice. I'm not an affiliate of crypto.com. I'm just telling you that's a service I myself have used before, and I believe it's the easiest way to purchase bone. Understand that you're probably going to pay a little more because they're going to try to make a little more on their bone price, and you pay fees on there. But if there's no other way to get into a project that I believe, in my humble opinion, bone at $100 is a no-brainer. Absolute no-brainer. I believe bone will reach eventually between 5, maybe 10 years. All right. I'm talking long term. I like to say 5 to 10 years because at least it gives you a more realistic perspective of what this actually entails. All right. I'm not going to say next year or next bull run. No, these are long-term projects that are here to change the world, to revolutionize the world, to create a whole new world, literally. Okay, so this right here is, once again, Bone Shiba Swap. We just checked that they had their Bone process with the dummy token calcium minted. That was 5. Then we got to 11, mint bone to desired value. We just checked the ether scan, okay, and the ether scan shows you that it is at 249 million. All right, so then the last thing, set bone, and here coming back, set bone per block back to 0. Then it says 13 renounce bone contract. Well, let's go ahead back to Etherscan to see if that process is done, because we should be able to check it. So here we are. We have the max total supply. We come over here to the deployer. Okay, here is the contract, the deployer, Shiba Inu deployer 2. Okay, then we come to it to see what transactions it has done. Okay, so it went ahead and, well, it transferred something here. Let's see. This is the late. Well, here, before that, it did the set. All right. And 16 hours and 4 minutes ago, officially, less than 24 hours ago, Bone Shiba Swap was renounced. Okay. So that's another thing, too. There was a bunch of people fudding. Okay. And actually, you can tell the YouTubers that were watching and following the Paw Swap and the Shadow Cats, how all they were talking about was, when is it gonna get renounced? Is it gonna get renounced? Why hasn't it been renounced? When renounced? Bro, for real though, like it was honestly like seeing these people that are supposed to be part of the Bone Army, part of the Shib Army, part of the ecosystem over here continually fudding and saying, no, I'm not fudding, I'm just asking. Well, you know what? Why are you asking when they're clearly telling you there is no rush? In fact, what was the rush? Why keep asking when, if your only point is to get a financial end? Okay, if you want to do that, there's so many pump and dumps. But you know what though? Shiba Inu is trying to change the way and that not only humanity deals with the current reality of society, which is getting exploited continually, but allowing people the option to participate in the ownership of their data with self-sovereign identities, allowing people to transit and do all kinds of trade on the blockchain with anonymity. Okay, this is what we're talking about. They're talking about creating validators and whole new systems of nodes with nodes that, oh damn, I'm not even checking the comments, but my bad, people, with nodes that aren't controlled by 70% controlled by 4 corporations, as is Ethereum. You know what I mean? So it's a larger goal than just trying to make money. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. This is a social, economic, political project in decentralization. Like, I mean, that's the clearest I can put it. So in fact, let me go ahead and just set this up real quick before, because in case you guys ask any questions, I do want to make sure I answer them. You know what I mean? Because I have so much to tell you guys, but at the same time, I understand that there's only so much time. Only so much time, my people. All right, cool. So let me see. It says I'm holding 10 billion bad, Mr. Mota Smoke Shop Incorporated. You're in a good position. You're in a really good position. I'll tell you that much right now. Because bad is, think about it. They're talking about artificial intelligence might be 2 to 4 trillion dollar economy, just AI. Okay. And now we are in a tokenized AI project in crypto, which is also early. Early in crypto, early in AI, early in blockchain, early in decentralized autonomous organizations, early in, I mean, in come on, it's this is and early in Shiba Inu. Okay, so that's another thing too to keep in mind. So when it comes to where we're at, what project even comes close to this? Like for real. All right, cool. So let me go ahead and just quickly show you the prices real quick before I head out. Definitely, you already know that's why we're here, trying to make sure we get good entry points to make sure that we're not in this rat race where they keep us constantly chasing our tail. You know what I mean? Trying to position ourselves to do greater things in the future. All right, so Shiba Inu right now at 50726. All right. Amazing entry point, honestly. For $726, you can get 100 million Shiba Inu. Here we have Bone spiking as I speak. Hopefully it break. I think it can go two ways. I'm thinking it's gonna most likely go sideways, but it's gonna keep going up. It'll probably touch $1 within the next couple of days, depending on the narrative and the market. Because you can't, at the end of the day, you can't try to outpace the market when the market is going down. I mean, that's just some real talk. Bad idea. Let's check it out because it was kind of dipping down. It might be in the zone that I told you guys, and actually, it is in that golden triangle. So I'm just saying, right now, what do you do with the positions that you have? Do you squander the opportunities like this to catch bone at, I mean, because think about it. Even another shot. This is not financial advice, but now I'm looking at it like, damn, I might have to take a couple of rounds, and you know what I mean, and take a shot at this right now because it's almost like a guaranteed win at under 19 at under $20 million market cap at $19.15 million. We're talking the AI project. It's about to maybe dip below 30 million total market cap. Come on, these opportunities don't come by. In fact, the fact we're even in this position right now, people are gonna be wondering why they didn't buy more. You know what I mean? When it comes to some of these projects, well, the truth is, why didn't they? Because they didn't even know it existed. We're so early in this. Most people have no idea what a bad idea is. Most people have no idea how good of an idea bad idea is. I mean, realistically, you know what I mean? It almost sounds funny, but it's 100% true. We are in, and I'm talking about bad idea at even under uh, the 1,000 mark. I mean, we're talking about it right now at 30 something. But I mean, even under the 1,000, we're so early. I mean, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. And of course, like I told you guys, calcium is, of course, going to moon. One of the reasons why calcium is going to moon, though, is because of the narrative. This is technically an official token of Shiba Inu. Okay, it is an official token of Shiba Inu, not an official token of the Shiba Inu ecosystem, but it's an official token because it was minted, it was produced to mint the remaining bone. And then they told you very clearly, do not buy this token. They said it in the blog. Cal told you guys this token is being created only for a specific purpose to mint and renounce bone. Please do not trade this token as it will not have any future value or need. If someone is selling this, please consider this a scam. But once again, I mean, it is official. People are putting money into the deployer, I mean, into the pools, it's right now at 9 million, and it's one of those situations where if you tell someone not to do something, they most likely are going to want to do it more. Okay, and there's no way around this. We can't deny that this project is mooning. The one thing I'm gonna tell you, I did a review on it, and if you want to check it out, go ahead and check it out. But the one thing I'm gonna tell you, there is a lot of people that were fudding Shibarium, were fudding Bone, were fudding Shaitoshi, were fudding the ecosystem, were attacking different projects building on Shibarium, and they're the ones that are the most happy that calcium is pumping. Okay, so it's like bittersweet because deep down, I kind of do want anything that is official and has to do with the Shiba Inu ecosystem or is related to the Shiba Inu ecosystem to pump 100%. But the fact these people are now trying to say, oh, we're going to make our own blockchain with calcium is kind of weird. You know what I mean? Because how can you be a part of the Shiba Inu ecosystem, which is on Shibarium, the Shibarium ecosystem, the blockchain, but be trying to build another one, a competitor? Okay, so now they're, oh, we're gonna build calcium chain or whatever in 2 months or less, and then you got the Paul Swampers, right? The Paul Swap people, that are the biggest fudders of Shiba Inu and the Shibarium ecosystem over here saying, oh, we're gonna make Paul chain. Man, you guys stole that name in the first place, all right? If you guys are thinking of getting either Paul Swamp, or Paul Zone, you better swing to the zone. And that's no financial advice, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm definitely holding Paul Zone. Okay, I should have probably covered it. I feel weird about covering tokens that I hold without disclosing, but it is what it is. I mean, we are in this space for that purpose. But if I had to tell you, I'm 110% Paul Zone. All right, don't even get it twisted. In fact, I've done videos on it. I've read their Medium. I've read their what is it? Their the Twitter. I read their white paper, which is a magnificent project, extremely well detailed in that white paper, talking about Paul Fi, which is their finance and staking uh, ecosystem, talking about Paul Czar, which is where you'll be able to stake your Shiboshis for and lend them out. You'll be able to lend out your Shiboshi, put your Shiboshi, go to work. People are using your Shiboshi to play the video game, and you're over here recouping those funds. Okay, you'll be able to join and be a part of the Shiba Inu Gaming Guild, which they are putting together. Okay, think about how much money is in these clans like 100 Thieves, Phase Clan, Sentinel, Dignity. I mean, we're talking hundreds of millions of dollars coming into these ecosystems. So with that said, I go by Crypto Marxist, aka Bone Army. Just came at you. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that sub, hit that like, hit that bell, because you can be notified when I'm on. And of course, as always, if you want to catch more content, just go to my channel and you know what to do. All right. With that said, as I like to say, I'm Bone Army, you're Bone Army, we are the Bone Army, and I'm out. Shiba Inu ecosystem to the effing moon. Peace.